Hello and welcome back to another lovely journal entry of mine. I know it's been a little minute. I say this every time, but I am back and I I'm first of all, I'm fresh off a 10-hour shift. So it's about like 5 a.m. where I'm at, almost 6 a.m. So if I sound a little crazy, that's why. But I'm like I had this on my mind for the longest and I'm like I keep telling myself I'm going to do a journal entry. I'm gonna do a journal entry and I never get around to it. So I just need to get this out because I'm just like so frustrated with everything that's going on. Like, for the past like year, I've actually been focusing on moving, and I'm like, first I was like looking at like apartments, then I was looking at houses, now I'm looking at both. But what in the heck is wrong with these apartments and these the rent? Like what I don't know who idea was, but it's ridiculous. Like the price of rent is just ridiculous. Like I don't even know how else to explain it. Like, and I'm just jumping right in there because it's just so frustrating to me, and it's been on my mind for a minute. But apartments that when you look at, they're only worth like maybe 700 a month, maybe 800. They charging like 13 and up, and half of them don't even include utilities. And I'm just thinking like, oh my gosh, like me as somebody that's never rented before, I've never lived in an apartment before, so all of this is like new to me. And I know normally prices for rent go up like every year. I get that, but it's just out of control at this point. Not not that I would know, but even like the apartments I went to go see is like I've only found like one that I was actually like my heart was set on. But the rent was like 13, I think, and I think only like two utilities was included. And for me, that's just not it. Like, no, for all that, like I feel like I should just get a house. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm looking at that. But back to these apartments, it's ridiculous. Like, and then it'd be like newly renovated, and it'll be like the sink could be replaced. It'll be a new sink. It don't even be the whole apartment that's newly renovated. Like, y'all out y'all rabbit behind mine. Like, it's ridiculous. Um, then like a lot of the places like be like infested with like rodents and bugs, and it's like for what people paying, y'all could at least like make sure they comfortable. Like it's messed up. And I understand, when COVID hit, it was like impossible to get people out because they couldn't pay rent and all them kind of things. So they trying to get their money back, but I know because they had the assistance, which helped them get their money. Ooh, girl, learn how to talk. Which helped them get their money back. So right now it just seemed like a big old scam, and it's like it's messed up for the people that don't have nowhere else to go. They have to pay that money. Um, but to the people that can afford it, hey, do you? I mean, yeah, you got it, flaunt it, but it is messed up for people that are struggling with finding work still with COVID, and just don't make you know what they could make to survive, pay rent, utilities, all them other bills, and then plus if you got kids, then you just your regular everyday needs. It's sad. It's a messed up situation. But to my understanding, it's definitely not just the city I live in. It's not just Philly. It's everywhere. Like places that the rent was, about 1,000 and under, have now spiked up, and it's just crazy. It's like, how do y'all really expect people? People trying to get back to everyday life too. Like people healing, grieving, and getting back to work and getting back to consistency. And it's like it's impossible because y'all charging so high. Like it's bad enough, all the food and all that is going up and gas going up, rent, and it's like it's just whooping everybody ass. So I don't know. My whole mindset now is just like just skip getting an apartment, because I would have preferred if my boyfriend and I got an apartment together first, because I feel like we could, start small. But then at the same time, it's like, well, I don't even want an apartment no more. Like, we might as well just get our own house if, we could take that next step, because it's just, you do more with a house. It's bigger. Technically it's yours. And, it's just, it go way farther than an apartment. Um, so yeah, but like, I did look at a few apartments. Like, one apartment I looked at, this is the one I had my heart set on, y'all. It was a nice location. It was outside the city. So it was a lot quieter, and it looked a lot nicer. It was surrounded by like trees a little bit, so that scenery, I love that whole scenery with the trees and the leaves and all that stuff. So that was a plus for me. It wasn't a huge complex, but it wasn't like a tiny complex. It was like in the middle, I guess. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. That was disgusting. Sorry. But so yeah, I I had my heart set on that one. And it had a nice size balcony, like nice size. Like, you put a whole furniture set out there, relax. Like, I see myself sitting out there in the summertime chilling and sipping my mimosas and my margaritas, but that's just, my imagination. And it had, this was a 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom, and it had like a small den inside of it too. The kitchen wasn't that big, but it was a nice size for, to cook and get organized. I ain't need nothing fancy because, I ain't being picky right now. But so the kitchen was it was a nice size. It had a nice little pantry in it. The bathroom was alright. The bedrooms were a nice size. I felt like the master bedroom was okay. And the other bedroom, which would have been my son's room, was like the perfect size for him. And included in the rent was a storage unit, which was in the basement where the laundry room was, because each building had their own storage unit or storage area and laundry room. And ours would have been right next to the laundry room, our storage unit, which was included in the rent. So that was a plus for me too, like, because I could store seasonal stuff down there, and we'd have more space in the apartment. So it was just like plus, 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 plus. A plus. I wanted it. Went to apply. Come to find out somebody had snatched it up, rented it out. So that kind of that crushed me a little bit, because I was like, I really had my heart set on this apartment. Like, it was basically perfect, and then somebody snatched it up. And it's basically like been like that the whole process. Like, either that or it just, I didn't qualify based on whatever, because I did just start my new job. So it's I guess it's kind of soon to be applying for stuff like that. But so either people snatched up the one I wanted, or it just didn't work out for whatever reason. So I'm starting to take that as a sign, just let it go, move on. It's not meant to be. So like I said, I've been alternating between searching for apartments and searching for houses. My biggest issue before with the house was I wasn't sure whether I wanted to stay in Philly or relocate somewhere else outside the city or another state. It's still up in the air. Like, I don't know what I want to do. I'm undecided, y'all. I don't know. But our latest idea, we're just gonna go ahead and look for a house, because why not? It's something we both want. We are both on the same page as far as a lot of other stuff, so it's definitely up there as far as our next steps. So we've been working with the program and a counselor, and we've spoken to realtors. So we're just trying to follow the steps, do everything the right way to get approved for everything that we need, and save. We've been saving our butts off, and I thought I'd be so tired because I've been working all these hours. Like, just, I feel like my goal is like right there. So I'm like fighting and pushing, like, because I want this so bad. But then, like, I'll go on, like, so at first I was looking on Zillow, I heard some stuff about them jails, so I don't know. So now I'm on real estate looking around, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, they only got one bathroom. No, this is too much of a fixer-upper, which is something he wants because he likes, projects like that. And I don't mind helping with stuff like that. I mean, I prefer to just move in and go from there. But, if we end up with a fixer-upper, as long as it's not too much money putting back into it. But yeah, so like I will find like one I want, and guess what, y'all? Just take a wild guess. It gets snatched up. It go from for sale to pending, and I just be like over it, or it's a sold. So that's another thing. Like I'm just really trying not to get my heart set on stuff because I know how quick it can get snatched up. Apparently everybody's looking for a house right now, so that is something that I also had to take into consideration. So until we actually get closer to that step of actually like picking a house and like going through and walking through and saying this is the one I want right now, like here go the money now, I'm just stop getting my hopes up. Like I'm still gonna look because I know like what I'm looking for, but I'm also gonna be, aware that we're not exactly there yet. So until then, we just like keep saving and staying positive and keep searching because it don't hurt to still look, like even when we had our counseling session, like I was just like, I had all my answers ready because I had been, researching and gathering as much information as possible. Like I know our price range, I know like what we have saved up, what we're trying to save each month, my current expenses. So everything kind of just flowed, and that felt good to really like feel like I know what I was talking about. I mean, I do most of the time, but yeah, it feels even better when it's confirmed. So yeah, like I'm just ready to start making moves. Like it's so much I just got planned. But moving is definitely on my list. Like that's up there heavy. I still want to continue to, put my journal entries out there because I feel like I do be having stuff to say. And somebody out there listening, so I'm going to keep with my journal entries. I am in the process of writing books 3 and 4 of the Rose series at the same time. So I'm extremely busy with that. I'm just like, I'm writing and editing at the same time because I know it's going to be a lot of editing in the end. And then I still have to format it. It's a whole lot of mess. And it's a whole lot of tea coming up too. Just thought y'all should know that. But that's all y'all gonna get because I'm not gonna ruin it. You just be prepared because anything can happen. Be prepared. But yeah, so definitely focused on moving. And I just want to take my time and just make sure everything's done right and just make sure I'm happy with the end result. And I don't want to just do anything and just be stuck. I've been there, done that. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do things a lot different this time around and just really like continue to do my research. Definitely focus on my credit because that's something that's always important. Y'all know these student loans about to start coming back up, these payments, and I was pretty good with my payments though, so that's not what I'm really concerned about. Keep these credit cards good and just stay focused, stay on my stuff. But I'm also trying not to put too much on my plate because I do realize it can get super, super stressful, super fast. So I'm trying to pace myself. Like, and then of course I got like all these other ideas. Like I want to start a nonprofit organization. So, as soon as the weather get nice, I know more pop-up shops are going to start happening again. So I'm trying to get prepared for that too. But at the same time, I want to get my other 2 books out this year. So people trying to beat me up, child. So I'm trying to get those out as soon as possible. So yeah, I'm just, my stomach. Like, girl, what? It's too early. Calm down. But I just want to make sure everything is just goes smoothly. As I expressed before, I would love to have a book release party, but I doubt that's gonna happen because everything I get If it's not going towards my current bills, I'm definitely like putting it towards moving. So I've actually started getting supplies already, like not going all wild or nothing, but like every once in a while I'm out if I see like something I want for the house. Excuse me. I am sorry. That was fighting to come out and it won. So, but I've already gotten some stuff. Like if I see something for the kitchen, I'll get it. If I see something for the bathroom, like I've slowly I'm just buying stuff. I feel like the furniture is gonna be the biggest part after the official closing fee and all that stuff is happening. The furniture is gonna be the next big chunk. So I'm just getting the little stuff right now. I wish I could see my Amazon wish list. Y'all, I got separate categories. And a lot of the stuff I'm not even getting from Amazon because I'll see it like at certain stores and be like, okay, I want this one. So I just take it off my list. But there is some stuff that I am ordering off Amazon. Like I got the living room. I got a different wish list for each room in the house. My son got his own wish list. And he helped me with that one actually. Told me half the stuff he wanted for his room. So, I gotta get it now. But the bedroom, living room, yeah, I got it all like organized. I'm such an organized person though, so it's normal to me. But like I said, if I'm out, I see stuff, I'll put it on my list, or I'll just buy it while I'm there. So while I'm still trying to save, that's why I said I'm not going all crazy because I definitely need to save. We both are saving. So I'm excited, like super excited because this is something I wanted forever. That's like my wedding. Like I knew since I was 5 I was gonna have a dream like princess wedding. Like that's been my theme since I was 5. Like I already knew the type of dress I'm gonna wear, like how I'm gonna look, my inspiration and how it might flow. I know what music I'm gonna have. Like I've had all of that picked out for years. So I'm just like super excited to like transition into this next part because buying a house is major, but getting an apartment is major too. Don't ever let nobody like downplay that. Like all of that stuff is major. Being on your own is major. But everybody moves at their own pace. So I definitely would like say take your time. And just make sure you're not just doing anything. Like I said, because some of these apartments you really gotta do your research on. Like they'll be infested with whatever. The management will be trash. Like it's just neighbors will be trash. It's just too much going on. So you really just gotta do your research. With whatever steps you do choose to go to. I do my own research and then I also ask around. So I get advice from like family, friends, social media people that have done like this before. And like I said, I do my own research on the internet too. Like any questions I have, I ask because you just never know. But yeah, so I'm super excited. Can't wait for that. And I'm ready. Like, let's do it. Like, I'm ready to do it now. I just really, really hope and pray like we find something soon. Because like I said, my heart is set on it. And I know people like it take time, because you gotta go through this, gotta go through that. I'm just manifesting as much as I can to get where I want to be. And, I just want my son to be like, more comfortable, stretch out more, be able to run around his big backyard and the front yard. We want to get a dog, so it's like a lot of stuff like I just want to start doing. Like I'm only getting older, 27 now, so in case you didn't know. So I really want to start making moves. Like I've already made moves, I've accomplished a lot so far and I'm still accomplishing a lot more, but I definitely want to start that process because I feel like it's important, And like I said, I want my son to be more comfortable. He is starting kindergarten next year. So I would like for him to be in a school where he can grow up with his friends, Because I did. I 1 through 6. And then some of the same people 1 through 8 I pretty much grew up with, and then after that I started over. It was like a whole new set of people to grow up with because I had to move to a completely different district, back in the city. So, but I want my son to be able to, go to school with the same people for years and grow those friendships and, just be in a comfortable school. So, yeah, that's my goal. Moving and just getting more situated. Also, when I move, I can set up my office. That consists of like everything, like not only a workspace for me to be more comfortable while I'm writing and editing and stuff, a station that's set up with all my supplies and everything, but I also want in my office a section where I can be able to film or take pictures of my merchandise and, prepare my merchandise, a workstation. Like, I got it all figured out in my head, and I just want to be comfortable. Like right now, everything I work on is scattered, which is why it's so hard for me to get stuff together right away. Like, my editing stuff, my film, anything I need to film with, my lighting and all of that stuff, my background. Like, that's why I haven't had a backdrop in my other video, because I had to take my tapestry down because I packed it up. So that would be why my current situation looks really raggedy. Like, my wall is just like a mess. So I'm just trying to get situated, get comfortable, and yeah, just I want to be able to ship orders out. Like be able to pack them up and everything, where I don't have to set up a station every time. So yeah, but a lot of my stuff I did already start packing, or it's in my storage unit. So when the time comes, I'll be ready to pack up my last little bit of stuff and just go ahead and get the house together and move in. So you hear it now. I'm manifesting. I will be moving into my house, preferably this year. I'm trying to stay confident and positive, preferably this year, but definitely as soon as possible. So when it does happen, because it's gonna happen, you heard it here first. But no, y'all stay safe out there as always. Be careful in this, pandemic we still got going on. And thank you for tuning in.